have 100 days to beat all 8 gym leaders, but I'm in a Nuzlocke, and if my starter dies, I die. Here's some rules I found on Reddit, but I'm gonna take some liberties, y'all. Day 1. After a lot of scrolling, I finally picked Chimchar. So my first biome I'm gonna catch a Pokemon in is in this river biome. I don't know if it's really technically called that. There's too many stupid biome names now. But I found Magikarp. So this is a little different than a regular Nuzlocke in the Pokemon games where I can search around and find a Pokemon. I just can't do it for like 5+ minutes. So I found a Mankey, which will make it a lot easier to beat Brock. And at this point, I think I'm doing pretty good. I already have 3 Pokemon and I just found this Whimsicott. I'm gonna take down Brock with no issue. I did find a Savannah, but I needed to heal my Pokemon. So I found this village and I started rummaging through some of their chests, you know, blah, blah, blah. Obviously I can't use a lot of these items during battle, which, you know, is part of the game, but I did get to heal my Pokemon, and then I did find some good chests underneath the Pokemon Center that had a lot of XP candies, and I'm torn on this because Reddit does say that I can use rare candies and stuff, but in this game mode, I think I can find a lot, so I'm only going to use it once. Here's my one time using it on Cottony, and then I went back into the Savannah and caught my Savannah Pokemon, which is Noibat. And then here's me using all my XP candies on my other Pokemon. I will not be using any more XP candies now. But with those levels, my Chimchar evolved and my Magikarp. Day 2. So I went and found where Brock's gym was, but it was right next to this really cute village. I love it. I might stay here. But here is Brock's gym, and when I went in to Brock's spawn, it was very weird. But I need to grind. Enough of that. But we literally lost Gyarados to a Mareep, kind of my fault. But I went out right next to the desert, right next door, and I found Sandshrew. More grinding. Mackie, no! Okay, we found Furlish. Day 4, time to take down Brock. So obviously I start with Inferno to destroy this team with my Mach Punch. But then Geodude hit me once and I was not having it. I'm not losing at the first gym. So then I threw out my Woobat to finish off Geodude with a heart stamp. But then Brock's Onix almost took out Woobat with one single hit. To save Woobat, I threw out Sandshrew to finish off Onix, but he was too scared to keep him out, so I finished off his Gyarados with one hit. But Onix wouldn't go down, so I had to recall my Sandshrew to save him and throw out Furlish to finish out the battle. But I won, and I got my badge, so I had to give Furlish a big ol' kiss. And Sandshrew evolved. The next gym is Misty's gym, which is water, and her level cap is 30. I recorded this on a different day, and after editing some of the parts, I realized I never caught a Pokemon in the forest biome. I caught my Cottony in like a plains, hills. I don't know what it was, but it was not the forest. So I needed a forest, and here's my, I'm sorry I'm breaking the rules, y'all, but this is my video, so yeah. But I did find this Oddish, and I caught it. And it was ready to instantly evolve to Gloom. To beat Misty with ease, I need a Sunstone and a Leaf Stone to evolve my Cottony and Gloom, and those two are my main focus for beating her. And I was being lazy, so I looked through the village a good while and I found nothing but more Pokeballs, so I actually had to go mining. And the first cave I went to was an absolute dud. All I found was like Firestones, and yeah. So I used the Wikipedia and found actually where to find these things. So in my next cave, I actually found a weird orb thingy that had a raw Mega Stone and like a whole bunch of stones in there. So really I just wasted time for no reason. But now I can follow my Cottony and my Gloom. Now it's time for more grinding, but I don't want to edit that, so skip to the battle. I think I was a little too prepared for this battle because my Vileplume literally just took them all out, and this was probably the easiest gym battle ever. But I got my water badge. On to the next gym, but I literally don't know what biome this is, but this was a different biome, I promise. So I had to catch a Pokemon, and I found this Shinx. So we're catching it. Easy life. Easy catch. And it could evolve right away, so obviously I did that. After like a whole day of walking, I found a Sparks Jungle, which is also a new biome, so I was trying to catch this Apom, but it literally took out my Whimsicott. RIP Whimsicott. So I catch this stupid Patrat and it evolved to Watchdog. I don't care. But then I also found this Birch Forest after escaping the stupid jungle, and I found this cute little Applin. I'm so excited. I probably won't use it, but I love it. And then I trucked up some more hills and I found this Jagged Peaks biome. I swear these biome names are absolutely crazy, but I found this thing that evolves into Altaria. I think it's Swablu. I can't remember, but I caught it. And right by this mountain was a flower forest, so I also needed to catch something else. So I caught just Squirrelex because I didn't know what to catch and there was nothing else good. And then right next to this flower forest was this flower field. So I obviously need to catch something else. I was trying to catch this Geodude because I just don't have like a rock type Pokemon, but it took out Watchdog. Thank God, that thing's ugly. Not gonna be missed. But I found this Hondor and I caught it because I needed to catch something. And then I found this Jagged Peaks, I think it was, or like something, Stony Peaks, I can't remember, but I found this Aron and I caught it. And it could also evolve into Lairon, so boom. And I literally finally found this stupid gym. I think it literally took me 5 days to find this. No, actually no. It took me 5 days to find this stupid thing. But right next to the gym was this Phanpy, which is perfect because Phanpy is a ground type Pokemon. And it evolved into Donphan, but it's perfect timed to grind. On to the battle. So this battle was pretty easy, but the stupid Magnezone or whatever was the most annoying one to take down. Like literally took me like forever. I was just cycling, it kept cycling through Pokemon, and I just had my Donphan because it was literally invincible against all these Pokemon, really. Yeah, this was stupid. It was way too long, so I kind of had to beat him into the corner after I won. Then Monferno evolved into its final form, Infernape. Finally. So now we're back on another journey of finding a gym. Guys, I swear these gyms are so far spread apart. I literally found a Misty gym, another one, just randomly, before I found this other one. Also, surprisingly, this whole time I haven't been on a beach, so I found the Slowpoke and I caught it. Also, this whole time I was in a lukewarm beach this entire time of swimming. So I finally got into a deep ocean and I got this, I don't know how to say it, but I caught it. Then I just started to waste some time at the department store and I found this Pokefind thing. I have no idea how it actually works. I know I type in the Pokemon. It could probably tell me where shinies were. I don't care, but I got it. I probably won't use it ever again. But right next to this village was a Windswept Hills, another stupid name, but I found an Eevee, and I kind of have a plan for this later down the road, depending on what I need it to fit my team, so I caught it. But I finally found this stupid gym after days of walking. Like, I wasted so much time trying to find this stupid gym, and I know like the mod tells you to try and find like a map villager, but literally these villages don't have any. I've literally went up to every single villager multiple times. None of them sells maps. So like, I'm sorry, I had to ask the gods, you know, to like tell me where it was. And it took me a long time. Okay, it still took me forever, but time to grind. Then my Swablu or whatever finally evolved into Altaria. Thank God. And then I finally did some research and figured out that those asteroid things have these rare gems that can make the Mega Bracelet, and then I could make my Altaria Mega Evolve. So, of course, I had to do it in this fight. Let's go to the gym battle. So this fight was a little scary because Donphan almost went out with one hit and I was terrified. So I switched to Altaria and Mega Evolved her to take them down. But also she almost went down too and I cannot afford that. So I switched out to Lairon, but R.I.P. Lairon, he just couldn't handle it. And then Infernape literally just took them all out with no problem. I should have probably just thrown him out and I wouldn't have lost anyone. You will be missed, Lairon. On to more looking for this stupid gem, but you know, I do have a bird that can fly and I realized that way like halfway through this trip and made it so much easier. So I found this gem, but I realized after doing some training and stuff that this isn't the right gem, and I clicked on her and she said I need to go to Koga. Sabrina, that's not helpful right now. So let's go find Koga. Altaria is a lifesaver because this literally took like maybe 10 minutes to find this gem. It was so much nicer to find it. I thank you. Thank you. And the level cap is 50, so let's grind.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I went to the convenience store and got a Death Stone.
Yeah!
On time, baby.
So after more time of grinding, also I'm sick, guys. I'm sorry, it sounds weird, but it's gym time. And I swear this gym was so stinking hard. I haven't played the first gen games in a long time, but I forgot Poison type's a stupid type to go against. So we lost Jellicent, but we still had Slowpoke and Donphan to finish up the fight. So luckily I only lost one Pokemon this game, but my lord, I was not ready. So now we're back to Sabrina's gym, and she is a psychic type gym leader. So I'm gonna focus on getting bug Pokemon, which you guys are probably like, this is useless. And you guys are right. Bug Pokemon are mostly useless in every other case. So let's have fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah!
yeah.
So for this gym battle, I caught 4 new Pokemon in all 4 new areas that I went through, as you guys saw really fast. But whatever this Hatterene was, I was not prepared for this. This is like a fairy psychic type, and it just absolutely destroyed my team. I literally wasted kind of my picks on these because there's 4 good Pokemon that I worked really hard on leveling up, and it's gone down the drain now because of this stupid gym leader. RIP to the Pokemon I really didn't care about. So the next gym leader is in the Nether, so I have to use this ruined portal to find him. I don't know how I'm gonna find him, aka the gods will help me. So I spawned in a Crimson Forest right by another fortress, but I did not catch my Crimson Forest Pokemon because I'm lazy, y'all. I'm sorry. But I went over to the Nether Waste biome and I found a Haunter. And, you know, Astley, Haunter, Gengar are literally my favorite Pokemon. So I was so excited that I finally got to catch one. I have to come clean with y'all. I die so much during this challenge. Not my Pokemon, just me, myself, for the stupidest reasons. This one I did actually record. Most of the time I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, you know. But if you guys haven't noticed, my levels have been very inconsistent. Sometimes I remember to give me some levels back, and then sometimes I'm like, they're not gonna notice. But you guys probably have noticed throughout the video, so oops. But here's technically my, like, whatever this blue forest is. I think this is a Crimson Way. I don't know the names, okay? But I finally found the next gym. And I also found my next Pokemon for the actual Crimson Forest. I don't know the names of this, but it's whatever this mushroom is. It was cute. I caught it. Here's some more grind time. Gym time. So I started out with Donphan to take out Tarkle really fast because of his ground type moves are super good. But then he pulls out this Mag Mortar, and I kind of thought I could take him out, but I was very wrong.
So we sadly lost Donphan. RIP.
But the rest of the fight was pretty easy, except we did lose Slowbro, mostly because all these Pokemon know Thunderfang for no stupid reason, obviously to beat out water types. Also, I did evolve my Vaporeon, but I can't find my clip of me evolving my EV2 Vaporeon, so yeah, that happened too earlier. Now on to the next gym, which is in the Deep Dark, which is gonna be kind of crazy to find. Thank God to the gods for finding me. But also, I found a Lapras in a cold ocean. There's too many stupid names, y'all. And then I found Blaine again, and I was in a different biome. I already forgot this name too, but I found a Crab Brawler. I don't know what this Pokemon is, so I'm probably not going to use it at all. And then I found a chest with a link cable in it so I can evolve my Haunter into Gengar. I'm going to be unstoppable. While we're here, this is a snowy plain, so I found a Mamoswine, and I caught it, which is going to be perfect for beating the next gym leader. The gods led me to the next gym, but obviously it's underground. So above ground, I found this really cool, like, it's a professor fossil unit. I do not know how to use the fossils at all in this game. Literally, when I go down to Giovanni's gym leader, I find a like fossil, and I could not figure out the machine to save my life, y'all. So please tell me in the comments down below, but it's really cool. So I dug down to the gym, but I almost fell into lava, but I found the Deep Dark. Fun fact, the Deep Dark does not spawn the whatever that thing is, the giant monster, in this mode, so I was very thankful for that. While down here, I gotta catch a Pokemon, obviously, so I found this Drillbur. Gym time. So this battle kind of scares me the most because I have to use Vileplume first, and Vileplume's literally one of my favorite Pokemon, and it takes the first hit and it almost went down. Luckily Vileplume is safe for now. It took down Rhyperior really fast. That Tyranitar, you know, it's a little scary, but when he pulls out that Mewtwo, first Mamoswine goes down, and I'm honestly kind of scared for this battle now. I don't know if I'm gonna win. And then tragedy strikes. Vileplume, no!
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Anyways, my whole team basically gets massacred, and I only have Lapras and Infernape left. But now we are going to the final 4, and along my way, I find a couple different biomes, and I get a Wishy-Washy, and then I find a Mushroom biome, and I catch a Milk Tank finally because the Milk Tanks are cute in that biome. So I finally find the Stronghold, and we can enter the end. On my way to find the final 4, I find an Absol. After a long time of flying, I finally found it, and honestly, this is the cutest Pokemon Center too. Like, I literally love all of these decorations. But guys, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna use some XP candies because I will not have enough time to get up everyone to level. So yeah, but we're still gonna grind. So my final team is Infernape, Lapras, Altaria, Excadrill, Flapple, and Luxray. So the first round is ice, and honestly, I was not prepared for this at all, y'all. I had no answer for her team at all. She was steamrolling me. I didn't want to lose Infernape really fast, so I had to pull him out quickly. And then there was this fight between me and this Lapras versus Lapras, and I should have taken out my Lapras because my Luxray could have finished it a lot faster, and I feel like that was definitely a waste of my part. But sadly, all my Pokemon died. All of them. Every single one went down. I tried my best, but thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any suggestions of what I should do next, that'd be great. Leave them down in the comments down below, and have a great day. Bye.